Have you ever thought to yourself, I'll finally be happy when I did that to myself for years? When I'm skinny, or when I have the perfect job, or when I get a nice apartment, or maybe when I'm in that perfect relationship. Every single time I thought, this is it. This is what will finally make me so happy. And it did for a little bit. But soon enough, that restless feeling came back, and I was just chasing the next thing all over again. Hi, I'm Sylvie. Welcome to Wabi, Sabi, Sylvie. I spent years moving around, always believing that happiness was waiting for me somewhere else. First, I moved from the Netherlands to America, thinking life would be so much fun and perfect, but it wasn't. So I moved again and again and again, from Maryland to Georgia to California, then to New York, Boston, and now I landed in Minnesota. But even within these cities, I would move from one neighborhood to another, just constantly searching for what I wasn't really sure. But every move was supposed to finally bring that peace and happiness that I was longing for. But every time after the excitement faded, that familiar feeling, that knowing just returned. And it wasn't just places. I chased happiness everywhere. I lost the weight thinking or believing that I would feel confident once I was thinner, and I did for a moment, but then I just found something new to criticize. I got better jobs, I bought nicer clothes, I even upgraded to the latest technology, the newest phone, the newest computer, always thinking that these things would make me feel whole. But each time, happiness faded so quickly, and I just found myself chasing the next thing all over again. Then one day I realized something important. I wasn't really chasing happiness. I was chasing the feeling of being good enough. And no apartment or job or weight loss or relationship was ever going to give me that feeling because I didn't believe it myself. No outside things would fix that. The truth was that I was already enough even before I achieved those things, but I just didn't see it yet. And I think because of this, the reason that happiness kept slipping away was because I was always living in the future, always kind of sort of wishing my life away. How many times have you got yourself doing that? Like on Monday morning when you start work, if you are like me, you can't wait for Friday and saying things like, things will be better next week. I just have to get through today. But life isn't happening next week, it's happening right now. When I finally stopped chasing happiness and slowed down just enough to notice the now, I discovered it was quietly there all along in ordinary moments like that first sip of your coffee in the morning, or fresh air, or sunlight, or simply being alive. And look, I know that life can be really, really hard. It's so easy to talk about happiness, but when you are struggling financially, or feeling lonely, or dealing with something really truly painful, happiness can really seem impossible. I've been there, and I know that those feelings can feel very, very real. But choosing happiness doesn't mean pretending everything's fine. It's not about ignoring pain or real life challenges. It's more about giving yourself permission to find tiny moments of peace or joy, even amidst the chaos. It's about not putting your life completely on hold until things feel perfect, because they rarely do. Sometimes happiness just means allowing yourself to feel comforted by something small, like fresh air, a conversation with a friend, or just a quiet knowledge that you are worthy of kindness exactly as you are. So, if you are like me, always chasing, always believing that happiness is just around the corner, maybe you could try something different. Maybe we could stop wishing life away and start noticing what's already good, exactly where we are. Because happiness was never something that we had to chase at all. I'd love to know what's something that you've been chasing, thinking it would finally make you happier. Please share with me in the comments. I'd love to connect and talk about it. And if this resonated with you, thank you so much for watching. I'm so truly glad that you're here.